while other men take advantage of their wives being away from home to go out drinking and indulging. You excitedly go grocery shopping and cook. It's all because when you first got married, your wife felt she was good for nothing. To keep her from feeling insecure, you hid your identity as a top-tier chef and lived a plain and simple life with her. But if you go a while without cooking, you feel uncomfortable all over. Today, your wife went out and said she had to work overtime and wouldn't be home. First, you took out your phone and confirmed it with her one more time, and then you started dancing around the living room in excitement. But what you don't know is, your wife is actually hiding something from you. She joined a reality show about uncovering a partner's secrets and secretly installed 108 cameras in the house. At this moment, seeing you dancing with joy, the netizens instantly got excited. Here it comes, taking advantage of the wife not being home. Such an exciting plot. I've only ever seen this in TV dramas before, and now it's actually being broadcast live on the internet. No way. Could he really be cheating on me behind my back? After we got married, even though our relationship has been stable, our social circles shrank a lot. He usually doesn't take the initiative to contact other friends. I really can't imagine who my husband would contact when I'm not around. Just at that moment, Yueling's phone rang. Seeing that the caller ID was you, Yueling let out a sigh of relief. The host next to her, Bing Bing, quickly signaled her chattering colleagues to stop. Everyone, be quiet for a moment. Ms. Su, you can answer it now. Hello? Honey, why aren't you home yet? I'm getting a little hungry. Hubby, I have to work overtime today, so I won't be going back tonight. You eat by yourself. The money I transferred to you is enough to order takeout through tomorrow's lunch. Are you really not coming back? Hearing this, Yueling's heart skipped a beat. Wait, why is he confirming it again? No way. Is my husband really hiding something? So she continued, yes, I have to work overtime. Just have dinner on your own. Alright then, give me a call in advance before you come back. As the phone hung up, an eerie silence fell over the live stream. This guy is definitely up to no good. I can already smell his guilty conscience. Let's keep watching. This guy asked again and again to confirm his wife isn't coming back. He's definitely up to something bad. The host Bing Bing's expression was also a bit strange. Ms. Su, from that conversation just now, I can guess that you usually have lunch together, right? Yes, because my husband says takeout is unhealthy. We rarely order it. Plus, my workplace is quite close to home, so I usually go home to eat. Then maybe your husband felt a bit upset that you weren't coming back to eat. But Bing Bing's comforting words died in her throat the moment she saw my reaction on the screen. On the screen, I was smugly throwing up a peace sign. My joy was beyond words, and there wasn't a single trace of sadness. Ms. Su Yueling, if I may ask, does your cooking taste a bit too terrible? Hearing that you weren't coming home, your husband got this excited. Su Yueling's eyes were practically shooting flames at this point. Just wait until I get home. Let's see how I deal with you. At this time, I was endlessly smug, completely unaware that every word and action was being live streamed. I found a comfortable spot on the sofa, picked up my phone, and continued to make calls. Look, this guy is making another call. He's definitely calling some woman. Sure enough, there's not a single good man in this world. Let's not jump to conclusions. After all, we haven't seen anything yet. At this moment, your voice came through the screen. Hello? Did you see what I just sent you? I saw it. Just get ready and come over. I can't wait any longer. Unfortunately, my voice gradually dropped, and the people in the live stream couldn't hear what I said next. They could only see that after hanging up, I looked very excited. In contrast to my happiness, the live stream fell into sudden silence. This call is very suspicious. What does get ready and come over mean? He said he couldn't wait. There's definitely something shady going on. Su Yueling was already starting to regret participating in this show. She never expected that her honest, good-natured husband would actually have someone else behind her back. Who was this call to? And he couldn't wait? If she weren't in front of millions of netizens, Su Yueling might have already rolled up her sleeves and gone back to beat me up. After a brief silence in the live stream, discussions started again. Looks like there's an 80% chance this guy is meeting a girl, and only a 20% chance he's meeting his brothers. Sure enough, you've got to be handsome. If I had even half the looks of the guy on screen, I'd probably have tons of girls chasing me too. If some mosaic-level censored scenes actually show up, wouldn't it be inappropriate for us to watch it so openly? The host Bing Bing hurriedly tried to comfort Su Yueling in front of her. Ms. Su, don't worry just yet. Let's see how things develop first. Su Yueling nodded, but her face was dark and stormy. If you really dared to invite a young girl over, what would she do with the rest of her life? Just as Su Yueling's thoughts were in a mess, your doorbell rang. Instantly, all the cameras focused on the door. After you opened the door, the screen showed someone wearing casual clothes. He invited a girl home. On the surface, he acted so devoted. I should have chopped him up at home if I knew. Sure enough, men who are too handsome just don't give you any sense of security. Just as the other netizens were about to discuss that pretty girl's next sentence shocked everyone on the spot. Mr. Lin, here are the groceries you ordered. Tofu and minced chicken breast. The marinating process inside was all prepared according to your request. The total is 73 yuan. Alright, I'll scan your code right now. Oh, right, Mr. Lin. If you need any other groceries, feel free to contact me anytime. I'll be going now. Got it. Go ahead. Remember to close the door. With the sound of the door locking, Su Yueling let out a huge sigh of relief. Thank goodness it wasn't an affair. But what were you buying groceries for? In the 3 years since they got married, her husband couldn't cook a single meal. Scared us for a second there. Turns out your husband ordered groceries on WeChat. Bing Bing said with a smile. The netizens in the chat were also looking extremely awkward. Looks like we judged a gentleman with a narrow mind. But what did he buy groceries for? Is he going to cook himself? Bing Bing watched the netizens' discussions, also full of confusion. Ms. Su, is your husband preparing to cook these groceries himself? But I remember you saying your husband doesn't know how to cook. Maybe he's preparing for when I come home the next day. Saying this, Su Yueling suddenly realized something. But this morning I only gave you 50 yuan. Where did the 73 23 yuan for the payment come from? You actually have a secret stash of money behind my back, don't you? Bing Bing laughed from the side. Well, it looks like your husband plans quite far ahead. He's already prepared tomorrow's meals. Hearing this, Yueling shook her head. I do know how to press tofu, but I don't make it very well. I wonder what dish he wants me to make for him. After saying that, the two continued to watch the big screen. On the screen, you rushed into the kitchen carrying the groceries. Then you took out a cutting board, prepared a kitchen knife, and neatly laid out the ingredients from the plastic bags onto the counter. Tofu, bamboo shoot, ham, lettuce, shiitake mushrooms, plus minced chicken breast. Even though these are simple ingredients, they can still create something extraordinary. He really is going to cook. Bing Bing looked at the screen in astonishment. Miss Su, your husband knows how to cook? No, he doesn't. We've been married for 3 years, and he even burns scrambled eggs. Yueling said with a puzzled face. Maybe it's a sudden whim, and he plans to learn? Right at this moment, a netizen in the chat exclaimed, just looking at these ingredients. She suddenly widened her eyes. Ms. Su, I didn't expect your husband to be so bold. He's actually trying his hand at a state banquet dish. Yueling was a bit stunned. I also didn't expect that he would try making wensi tofu. To be honest, I once tried to get him to learn, but that guy cut potato shreds so thick they look like french fries. With knife skills like that, I really don't believe he can make wensi tofu. But what followed was a series of my smooth and flowing operations, making Yueling and all the netizens stare in open-mouthed shock. In just a few seconds, several shiitake mushrooms were all sliced into perfectly even, fine julienne strips. This chopping speed, I bow to him. My years as a chef have been for nothing. Shiitake mushrooms are very fragile. Julienning them is extremely difficult. To think Lin Wuyue could slice them to this extent. Oh my god. This is a guy who supposedly burns scrambled eggs. Why am I so unlucky? Seeing this scene, Bing Bing quickly called over Chef Lu from the back kitchen, who had 20 years of experience. Brother Lu, could you explain this? Lu Dong stared at the screen for a long while, his face full of disbelief. This requires at least 20 years of knife skills. Moreover, he is a culinary master with extremely proficient techniques. Shiitake mushrooms are indeed very difficult to slice. I believe everyone rarely sees shredded shiitake mushrooms, right? At most, they are sliced into pieces because they break so easily. If you want to julienne them, you must be fast, accurate, and decisive. Not to mention he sliced those mushrooms as thin as hair. How difficult do you think that is? On screen, you nodded in satisfaction. Not bad. My skills haven't regressed. Seeing this, Yueling felt her entire worldview collapse. Married for 3 years. I worked tirelessly cooking for 3 years, and this guy is actually a god of cooking. The netizens also snapped out of their shock. Good heavens, this guy is too awesome. Just to avoid cooking, he hid his identity as a god of cooking for 3 years. When my husband gets off work later, I'm going to interrogate him too. Let's see if he secretly knows how to cook. Lu Dong noticed the atmosphere at the scene was a bit tense, and continued explaining. Don't worry, everyone keep watching. The key to wensi tofu is the tofu itself. Slicing the tofu to that degree is the absolute hardest part. But just as he finished speaking, you picked up the tofu directly, and a flurry of knife flashes ensued. When you were done cutting, if one didn't look closely, they would think there was a puddle of mashed tofu on the cutting board. It looked as if it had been chopped into minced paste. Yueling quickly looked at Lu Dong. Brother Lu, how many years of practice does this level take? Lu Dong shook his head. I can't tell for now. Tofu contains soy milk, so it easily clumps together. It needs to go into water to truly show. Just as he was speaking, you had already placed the pile of shredded tofu into a bowl of water. Lu Dong was so excited he could hardly sit still. Back when I was a cook, I once had the honor of seeing a national master chef make wensi tofu live, but even he was a bit inferior to Lin Wuyue. Yueling swallowed hard. You hid yourself deep enough. Just wait till I get back and deal with you. The tofu was briefly blanched. Next came the lettuce, minced chicken, and cooked ham, all rapidly julienned in your hands. Soon, a highly difficult wensi tofu was served. You happily carried the bowl to the table, joyfully preparing to eat. Suddenly, the phone rang. Picking up the phone and taking a look, your pupils instantly constricted. Is my wife coming back? At this moment, holding her phone, Yueling's eyes were practically shooting fire. You hesitated for 2.5 seconds, then answered the call. Honey, are you coming back? No, just reminding you, in case you forgot to eat. Yueling was angry inside, and heavily emphasized the word eat. I'm eating right now. You breathed a sigh of relief. Oh, what are you eating? Ordered some takeout. What takeout? Just ordered. Tofu, some tofu. Home-style tofu. Home-style tofu. Heh, I don't believe a word of it. What kind of family eats wensi tofu every day? Yueling gave a hollow laugh. And here I thought you were tossing things together and cooking at home yourself. These words gave you a massive shock. You hurriedly looked around, ensuring your wife wasn't peeking at you from the window. Honey, are you really at the company? Yeah, hey, what are you talking about? How could I possibly cook? No way. As you spoke, you scooped up a spoonful of wensi tofu into your mouth. Are you sure you don't know how to cook? Yueling really couldn't hold back, and her tone became heavier. This made you even more suspicious. You even stood up and went to the window to look outside. Your reaction caused a huge burst of laughter from the netizens in the livestream. Bing Bing also stepped in at the right time, reminding Yueling not to push it any further. Otherwise, she'd really expose herself. Yueling realized she had been too impulsive just now, so she nodded. I'm getting back to work. Enjoy your tofu. Saying that, she hung up the phone. You stood by the window with a face full of doubt, looking back at the window every few steps. The netizens in the livestream couldn't stop laughing. This is hilarious. Acting like a thief in his own home. She couldn't have actually found out, right? Suddenly, you thought of something and hurried over to the smallest room, taking 3 steps at a time. This strange behavior instantly raised everyone's vigilance. In the studio at this moment, Bing Bing asked confusingly, Ms. Su, what room is that? The guest bedroom. Since we don't have many friends visiting, it's always been used as a storage room. As she was speaking, you had already lifted the bedboard in the small bedroom and pulled out a small box from underneath. As the box opened, what came into view was a pile of certificates. Unfortunately, the camera couldn't read the words on them clearly. Seeing this, you sighed in relief. No problems. Looks like I was overthinking. Then you carefully closed the box again. After returning to the living room, you immediately cleaned up the battlefield and then sat back down on the sofa to play games, acting as if nothing had ever happened. Seeing this, Su Yueling's face turned even darker. Goodness, he's a habitual offender. When she went home that evening, the very first sentence out of your mouth almost made Su Yueling explode in anger on the spot. Honey, you're back. I'm a little hungry. What good food are you making tonight? You blurted out subconsciously. Hearing this, Su Yueling's anger instantly flared up. Hey, you have the nerve to ask me to cook for you? When you were eating state banquet dishes at noon, why didn't you think of me? But she held it in. Her gaze subtly drifted toward the small guest room not far away. The secret was right in there. But how could she go in and check without alerting the snake in the grass? Lin Wuyue did social media and generally didn't go out much, so there really weren't any good opportunities. Honey, what are you looking at? You asked in confusion. Nothing. I'm going to cook. Su Yueling took a deep breath, turned around, and went to cook. After dinner, Su Yueling still hadn't found a chance to make a move, so she went to bed early with you, and the live stream also shut off when they went to sleep. The next day, as Su Yueling was trying to think of a plan, her phone suddenly rang. What? The investment got cancelled? But before she could ask for the reason, the other end of the line had already hung up. Su Yueling's face didn't look too good. You, beside her, noticed something was wrong and asked with concern, Honey, what's wrong? Nothing. Su Yueling shook her head. Work stuff. Unless it was great news. Su Yueling didn't want to bring her troubles to you, and you knew Su Yueling's personality well, so you didn't press the matter either. Oh right, hubby, it's the weekend today, and I want to eat Suji sugar pancakes. Suji sugar pancakes? The one in the West City? Yeah. Su Yueling nodded, looking at you with burning eyes. She decided to ignore the work stuff for now and dig out this secret first. Suji sugar pancakes was located in the West City, even though it wasn't extremely far. A round trip would take at least half an hour. Sure thing. It's still early anyway. I'll go pick up breakfast while I'm at it. How many sugar pancakes do you want? 3. Alrighty, you rest up. Your humble servant will be right back. Saying that, you quickly left the house, and Su Yueling stood by the window. She watched as you drove out of the residential complex, and only then did she sneak over to the small guest bedroom and push the door open. The secret Lin Wuyue had hidden for nearly 3 years was close at hand. At this moment, once you were out of the production crew site, you took out your phone, dialed a number, and said in an icy tone, Look into who made my wife unhappy. On the other side, Su Yueling had already taken out your long-hidden box. Opening it to look, Su Yueling and the netizens were all dumbfounded. Bocuse d'Or World Culinary Contest Champion Honorary Certificate. I'm a chef. I know this competition. The participants are basically all top chefs from various countries, or rather, national master chefs. No wonder he could make a state banquet dish yesterday. His knife skills are so terrifying. He's a literal royal chef. Bing Bing on stage was also stunned, quickly asking the staff to pull up relevant information and project it onto the big screen. On an award list on the official website of the Bocuse d'Or World Culinary Contest, the first place name was clearly Lin Wuyue. The information we found is that the Bocuse d'Or World Culinary Contest is an international event held every 3 years. Lin Wuyue participated in the competition before last, which was 6 years ago. At that time, Lin Wuyue was only 19, and he became the youngest champion in the history of the Bocuse d'Or. Watching Bing Bing expose your identity as a master chef, Su Yueling's perception of you completely shattered at this moment. Was this really her husband? Hurry, see what those other certificates are underneath. I'm dying of curiosity. Seeing this, Su Yueling quickly reacted, picked up the stack underneath, laid them out on the coffee table, and spread them in a row. National Special Grade Chef Qualification Certificate. Vice President of the Huaxia Culinary Association. Global Young Chef Challenge Champion Honorary Certificate. There were 13 various award certificates alone. However, the envelope at the very bottom made Su Yueling freeze on the spot. It was actually a state banquet invitation letter. It read, Hereby invite Mr. Lin Wuyue as the head chef of the state banquet. Seeing this, the livestream instantly blew up. What do you mean he can't cook? He is practically a god in the culinary world. I've looked them up one by one. Lin Wuyue's identity is indeed real. I've been a chef for decades, and I didn't even know the vice president of our culinary association. I just checked. The vice president of the association really is Lin Wuyue. While everyone was discussing animatedly, the director suddenly passed a message to Bing Bing. After reading it, Bing Bing shuddered. Everyone, please stay calm. We just received a phone call. It was from Chief Editor Wang of the top domestic magazine, National Chef. Chief Editor Wang clearly stated that Mr. Lin Wuyue was inducted into the National Chef Hall of Fame 7 years ago. He became one of the 12 top culinary masters in the National Chef Hall of Fame. Su Yueling never dreamed that her husband, who she'd been happily married to for 3 years, had such an exaggerated identity. At this moment, Su Yueling was furious inside. Such a huge thing, and he actually hid it from me for so long, and just so he wouldn't have to cook. Ms. Su, don't be too anxious. I feel that since Mr. Lin has such great abilities, yet didn't reveal them, he might have some unspeakable difficulties. Bingbing tried to comfort her. But what kind of difficulties could this be? She silently gathered up these certificates and put them back into the box. She pondered for a long time and finally sighed. Let's see how things go. Let's see what else Lin Wuyue is hiding from me. Just as she was deep in thought, in a moment of carelessness, her finger got pinched by the bedboard, leaving a diagonal cut. Seeing the blood welling out, Su Yueling suddenly felt very wrong. Married for 3 years, she had never hidden anything from Lin Wuyue. But Lin Wuyue could hide such a huge matter without saying a word. He hid it flawlessly. The more she thought about it, the angrier she got. She sat back down on the sofa, and aggrieved tears fell down her face, drop by drop. The netizens in the livestream didn't know what to do either. Don't cry. I believe Lin Wuyue has his reasons. Maybe it's because he didn't want to live that kind of famous life anymore, and just wanted to settle down. According to what Su Yueling said before, Lin Wuyue treats her very well, and that's enough, right? Actually, I think that stinking man, daring to hide such a huge secret, must definitely be hiding other things as well. While the netizens were passionately debating, you pushed the door open and came in. Honey, I'm back. I bought you 5 sugar pancakes, and they're fresh out of the pan, still piping hot. Seeing you return home, the live stream instantly livened up. So nervous. What do we do? Do you guys think Su Yueling is going to blow up at him? At this time, you entered the room and put the sugar pancakes on the table, but you didn't hear your wife respond. You turned your head and saw Su Yueling sitting on the sofa, her eyes welling with tears. You were startled, hurriedly rushed over, and pulled Su Yueling into your arms. Honey, what's wrong? You looked her up and down, and only then realized Su Yueling was injured. Seeing this, you immediately ran into the room to find the first aid kit. Then you placed Su Yueling's hand on your own knee, and carefully used iodine to wipe away the bloodstains. How are you so careless? Does it hurt? Your concerned eyes instantly captured Su Yueling's heart. She nodded subconsciously, but then immediately shook her head. So does it hurt or not? You mumble. You're an adult, yet you act like a little girl who doesn't know how to take care of herself. Alright, we treated it pretty quickly. It'll be fine in a couple of days. You need to be more careful from now on. You know? This scene directly silenced all the netizens in the livestream. Where is the raging storm? This is dog food. This is PDA dog food. I'm so jealous. I'm just a single dog. Why must you be so cruel to me? Lin Wuyue is so gentle. If I were Su Yueling, I wouldn't care about any secrets. My heart would just melt. On screen, Su Yueling didn't speak. She just stared blankly at you in front of her. The anger in her heart was long gone. Thinking back over these 3 years, Lin Wuyue really treated her like a treasure, terrified she might fall, and fearful she might melt in his mouth. Whatever she wanted to eat, Lin Wuyue would do everything possible to satisfy her. Just like today, she wanted to eat sugar pancakes, and Lin Wuyue, without any hesitation, drove across half the city early in the morning just to buy sugar pancakes. As for the matter of hiding his identity as a chef, Su Yueling suddenly remembered the reason why, so many times in the past when she said she wanted good food, she would be able to eat it as soon as she got home. That was definitely made by Lin Wuyue. It wasn't takeout brought back from some grand hotel at all. Packaged leftovers could never have looked or tasted like that. It's all right now. Stop crying. Look at your face, all dirty from crying. I'll go get a towel for you. Wipe your face and then eat the sugar pancakes. They're still warm. After you finished speaking, you prepared to get up to grab a towel, but before you could stand up, Su Yueling suddenly threw her arms around your neck and burst out crying loudly. Hubby, she completely forgot that millions of netizens in the livestream were watching. Hearing Su Yueling crying out loud, you gently patted her back, comforting her. Don't cry. Buying sugar pancakes isn't worth getting so emotional over. If you keep crying, your snot is going to run down. But Su Yueling, who was crying loudly, was immediately made to laugh by you again. You're so annoying. I was finally touched for once. Can't I even cry? Sure, but it's time to eat the sugar pancakes now. You can cry later when you have time, you said with a chuckle. You conveniently ran over and brought the sugar pancakes. On the sofa, Su Yueling felt a sweetness in her heart as she ate the pancake. She even forgot that millions of netizens were watching and just kissed you on the cheek. Hubby, you eat some too. Seeing this scene, the netizens in the livestream grew sour with jealousy. See that? See that? This is love right here. Are those sugar pancakes really that delicious? Why don't I think so? Maybe the place downstairs from me isn't authentic. Yeah, that must be it. Is this matter just going to pass like this? Is Su Yueling not going to pursue it? A short while later, after finishing the sugar pancakes, Su Yueling finally snapped back to reality. The house was full of cameras. Hubby, I have some things to handle at the company. I need to head out in a bit. I might not be back for a few hours. You have to be busy on the weekend too? There's a minor incident with the company's work, so I need to go deal with it. Alright then, you're not having lunch either? Hearing this, Su Yueling shook her head. Just as she was about to say she wouldn't eat, her heart suddenly moved. Right, I want to eat something delicious. Alright, absolutely, no problem. I'll arrange it. Hearing this, Su Yueling left home feeling very pleased. She made her way to the studio and found the host. Sister Bingbing, I came here just to tell you, the situation at my company is quite troublesome. I might be delayed for a couple of days and won't be able to come. Is it that serious? Miss Su, is it convenient to tell us what it is? There's a project we've been preparing for half a year recently. It was just about to launch, but the investors ran off at this critical moment. If the project can't launch because of this, our company will have to bear major liability for breach of contract. So I must return to the company and deal with this matter first. But right at this time, your phone suddenly suddenly rang. Seeing the caller ID, your expression suddenly turned cold. Did you find out? A few seconds later, you stood up abruptly. What? The investors for my wife's project ran off? Are they toying with my wife? How much money is the project short of? Speak. What do you guys even do for a living? How could you allow this kind of thing to happen? With this mess happening, she's going to have to bear major responsibility. An investment gap of 50 million, is it? Fill it in for me with the fastest possible speed. Such a few pennies, and you need me to personally instruct you? The live stream erupted instantly, seeing you suddenly get angry. Does Lin Wuyue have some other identity too? A few pennies. Anyone who calls 50 million a few pennies definitely has a huge secret. I was shaking in my boots hiding a few $100 of secret stash money. Good heavens. Just how much money does Lin Wuyue have behind him? What is going on? Ms. Su, did you talk to your husband about your work issues? No, I didn't. Su Yueling was also full of confusion. She clearly hadn't said anything. How did Lin Wuyue know? Ms. Su, it seems your husband is about to solve this problem for you. But attracting investors requires a long negotiation and assessment process. Even if the other party is helping Lin Wuyue pull in investments, that also takes time. There's simply not enough time. Just as she was speaking, Su Yueling's phone suddenly rang. Director Su, you are too amazing. In such a short time, 3 investment firms actually contacted us on their own initiative to invest in our project. Each one is putting in 100 million. That's 300 million in total. Hearing this, Su Yueling's mind instantly went completely blank. The netizens in the live stream were also dumbfounded. He got the investment sorted in a few minutes. How solid must his connections be? I don't believe it. This must be fake. For a moment, Su Yueling's brain short-circuited a bit. Could there be a mistake? Why do you think I was the one who pulled the investments? Director Su, because the 3 investment firms just called separately, and they mentioned you right away. They confirmed it was your project, right? Then they directly decided to invest. I have a feeling they aren't here for our project at all. It seems they're here for you. For me? Su Yueling looked at you on the screen in astonishment. Her gaze became incredibly complex. However, before Su Yueling could recover from her shock, another 2 orders of 100 million came in consecutively. Director Su, the other party requested to sign the contract and launch the project immediately. Their wording was almost the same as the previous companies. Then let's sign the contract first. Oh right, text me the names of those companies, Su Yueling said through gritted teeth. No matter what. She received the investment company information and had the production crew do a corporate search. It turned out all these investment companies were actually subsidiaries, and they all belonged to the same parent investment company. That was Wuyue Capital, and the controlling legal representative was Lin Wuyue. As soon as this information came out, the entire audience exploded. A giant in the domestic investment industry. Even Sequoia Capital is just its subsidiary. Lin Wuyue is actually the controlling shareholder. Just how rich is he? No wonder those companies would unite to invest in the project at the exact same time. Turns out they belong to the same family. After Lin Wuyue hung up the phone, all the subsidiaries rushed to deploy resources in a fiery hurry. They didn't even need to look at the project. They just invested directly. Ms. Su, although we still don't know if that Wuyue is your husband, it seems highly likely. Just who exactly is your husband? Su Yueling was a bit lost and unsure what to do right now. Could it really just be a coincidence? At this moment, the directing team suddenly brought someone on stage. Jiao, why are you here? I was watching the live stream all along, and I came over after seeing this part. Like you guys, I'm also very curious about his identity, and perhaps I can be of help. After speaking, Wang Yujiao took out her phone. Help me check someone's background information. His name is Lin Wuyue. It's Jiao, huh? No problem. Even if the person is a member of a secret unit, I can still dig it up. Hold on. After saying that, he hung up the phone. The netizens in the live stream were shocked. Looks like this Wang Yujiao's identity is quite impressive. To have connections like this, it seems Lin Wuyue won't be able to hide this time. During the wait, you on screen had already received today's ingredients. Looking at those familiar ingredients on the screen, Su Yueling cried out in alarm. I know what dish he's making today. I remember my husband telling me. The name of that dish is squirrel mandarin fish. It's also my favorite dish to eat. As soon as she said this, Lu Dong abruptly stood up from the audience. State banquet dish. It's another state banquet dish. The production crew looked at Lu Dong in surprise. Lu Dong immediately said, squirrel fish is not hard to make, but squirrel mandarin fish is indeed a state banquet dish, and a very famous one at that. Oh right, Ms. Su, if I may ask, among the dishes your husband used to prepare for you, they all have names. Do you remember what they were called? Let me think. I remember there was osmanthus duck, oil-braised chicken, oyster sauce winter mushrooms, shrimp roe winter bamboo shoots. As Su Yueling listed them off one by one, Lu Dong's eyes grew wider and wider. Brother Lu, do you know these dishes? Lu Dong nodded numbly. Among these, the majority are state banquet dishes. It seems your husband is a very nostalgic person. Very little Western food. In other words, you've practically tasted all the state banquet dishes. The live stream was dumbfounded too. Although Lin Wuyue hid his identity during their 3 years of marriage, he secretly let his wife taste every state banquet dish. This kind of man is too romantic. Why can't I meet one like that? Su Yueling listened blankly. She hadn't expected that the dishes she had eaten were actually so incredible. At this moment, Su Yueling's heart felt warm. Whatever Lin Wuyue was hiding was no longer important. Just at this time, Wang Yujiao's phone rang. The entire production crew and millions of netizens instantly went quiet. Lin Wuyue Wuyue's secret was about to be thoroughly exposed. The moment the call connected, Wang Yuzhou eagerly inquired, "How is it? Did you find anything?" "Found him. This Lin Wuyue is just an ordinary person. I thought you asked me to look up someone incredible." Hearing this, the crowd was instantly stunned. This didn't make logical sense. If Lin Wuyue was really just an ordinary person, how could Wuyue Capital's actions be explained? The man on the phone shifted his tone and continued, "Well, maybe not entirely ordinary. According to the records, this person once went to the International Finance Institute for advanced studies, so he has some talent." International Finance Institute? That's a top-tier financial institution. Many financial moguls have come out of there. Anyone who can get in there for advanced studies, at the very least, has a net worth of over 10 billion. Wang Yuzhou thanked the man on the phone, and then hung up directly. At this time, the host Bing Bing guessed Lin Wuyue studied at the International Finance Institute and made some friends. After those people graduated, they became wealthy tycoons and perhaps asked Lin Wuyue to lend his name to the company, acting as the legal representative. Learning that Lin Wuyue wasn't the manager of Wuyue Capital, the audience's mood dropped significantly. So after all that, Wuyue Capital isn't Lin Wuyue's. The host makes a good point. A legal representative might have some authority, but usually, the real managers aren't the legal representatives. With Wuyue Capital having such massive funds, it's very likely they are students from the Finance Institute, and Lin Wuyue was just used as a figurehead. So Lin Wuyue just made a call to a friend he knows. That doesn't add up. His tone on the phone didn't sound like he was talking to a friend. For a moment, everyone was a bit confused. I feel like this is fine too. If he really were the true boss of Wuyue Capital, that would be a bit too terrifying. Right. Those who lay low are usually sneaky schemers. Those kinds of people are terrifying. He's still a master chef anyway. Just that alone is worth being proud of. Then, they looked towards the screen. They saw you had already started preparing the second dish. Those miraculous knife skills and mastery over ingredients left everyone astounded. Scrub. A stroke to the left, a stroke to the right. Holding a plump black silky fowl, Lin Wuyue's hands moved deftly back and forth. His comical appearance made the audience burst out laughing. Having a husband like this is really great. He's a source of joy every day. But men like this are truly the most charming. I think I really overthought it. No matter how you look at it, Lin Wuyue doesn't look like a domineering CEO. While everyone was expressing their opinions, Wang Yuzhou quietly left the host platform. When you sliced open the chicken's belly, Lu Dong pointed at the black silky fowl on the screen and shouted in surprise, "It's an Indonesian ayam semeni." What Indonesian ayam semeni? Isn't it just a black silky fowl? I wonder if there's a problem with it. The organs inside are actually black too. This kind of chicken is inedible. It might be contaminated. Bing Bing was also looking puzzled and asked Lu Dong to explain it to the audience properly. The Indonesian ayam semeni is the most expensive chicken in the world. Its exterior, including its internal organs, are all black. If you observe carefully, its blackness isn't a pure black. It's a metallic black. This chicken's meat is tender, and its nutritional value is extremely high. I just searched up Indonesian ayam semeni. This is practically the Lamborghini of chickens. What is everyone talking about? Is this chicken really that expensive? 10,000 yuan? 1,000 yuan? 10,000 yuan isn't that exaggerated. Chef Lu, hurry up and tell us. Don't keep us in suspense. A look of profound emotion appeared on Lu Dong's face. Indonesian ayam semeni are usually pets for wealthy tycoons, because rumor has it their price can reach up to 6 million. Taking a bite is like eating 10,000 yuan. A 6 million yuan chicken? Being a chicken and reaching this level, it's made it big. The ultimate chicken. Where did Lin Wuyue get such expensive chicken? Yeah, does Lin Wuyue still have a secret stash of money? Bing Bing stepped forward and asked, "Ms. Su, Lin Wuyue's entire salary is handed over to you. How much did you give him for groceries today?" Su Yueling hesitated for a second. When she heard Chef Lu say the ayam semeni cost up to 6 million, she was completely dumbfounded. "Today I gave him 200 yuan for groceries and told him to wait for me with good food from a restaurant." Looks like we underestimated Lin Wuyue's status at Wuyue Capital. Anyone who comes out of the International Finance Institute isn't simple. Lin Wuyue might just be a multi-millionaire. Even multi-millionaires might not be able to afford an Indonesian ayam semeni wing. Letting his wife work so hard every day. What's the point of pocketing so much money? His image is ruined. Poor Su Yueling bustles about for this family, and Lin Wuyue just hides it all, only taking it out secretly. Ha, that's men for you. Su Yueling felt somewhat helpless. With things reaching this point, she suddenly wanted to end this episode of the show. Not for any other reason, but because she didn't want Lin Wuyue to be slandered by so many people. Suddenly, someone in the audience stood up abruptly. "Wait, I have something to say." Host Bing Bing looked towards the audience. She never expected Boss Zhang to join in the fun. This person was a seasoned investor, a big boss who owned a company worth tens of millions. Boss Zhang spoke up. "Actually, I've eaten this kind of chicken meat. The price isn't as exorbitant as you guys say. It's just about 30,000 to 40,000 a bird." In truth, Indonesian ayam semeni is split into two types. One is specifically kept as a pet for wealthy businessmen. The other is raised for meat consumption. What Lin Wuyue is using is the broiler type. The market price is roughly 30,000 to 40,000. Sometimes, when prices drop, it's at most 20,000 yuan. The audience suddenly understood. Well, Lin Wuyue is a master chef after all. Making a meal and earning hundreds of thousands would be too easy for him. Eating a meal worth tens of thousands is a drop in the bucket. At this moment, Lin Wuyue, who was cooking, suddenly put down his pot and picked up a phone call with a grave expression. "What? She really found out? Are you guys idiots? Of course investing all at once is suspicious. Couldn't you just invest casually?" He must be talking about that investment stuff again. Those guys all investing together really was stupid. It's not stupidity. The boss gave an order, so of course they had to act quickly. Just judging by Lin Wuyue's tone, his position at Wuyue Capital is definitely not just a figurehead. "Alright, you guys solve the mess you created yourselves. I still have to cook for my wife." After hanging Hanging up the phone, Lin Wuyue opened WeChat again, not knowing who he was talking to. Did you guys deliver the wrong groceries today? That chicken isn't the black silky fowl I asked for. Hearing this, everyone's eyes instantly lit up. Could there be some hidden story behind this? Lin Wuyue initially just wanted a black silky fowl? Sorry, Mr. Lin. We mixed up the silky fowl and the Indonesian broiler. Have you cooked that chicken yet? If not, we'll immediately send a silky fowl over to you. A female voice came from the audio message. She sounded very panicked. Stores with this level of service are rare nowadays. It's clearly them who made a mistake, and yet they might ask the consumer to pay for it. That grocery delivery girl will probably get fined. Feeling sorry for her for a second, after some discussion, the crowd wondered how Lin Wuyue would reply. They saw you furrow your brows slightly, looking as if you were very displeased. Forget it. I'll just make do with this chicken. Be more careful when delivering next time. Thank you, Mr. Lin. Thank you, Mr. Lin. I promise this won't happen a second time. The person in the voice message sounded relieved of a huge bird replying with immense joy. This scene left the production crew and millions of live stream viewers dumbfounded. Just letting it go and saying make do with this chicken? Does Lin Wuyue not know how expensive the Indonesian ayam semeni is? That's a 20,000 yuan chicken, and he's making do with it? Oof. He's just faking it. In his heart, he's probably overjoyed. Lin Wuyue definitely knows the price of an Indonesian ayam semeni. We didn't even know its name. How could he, as a master chef, not know the price of an Indonesian ayam semeni? Makes sense. I think he's highly suspicious. Now we should arrest Lin Wuyue. The charges are confirmed. Right at this time, Lu Dong, who hadn't spoken for a while, explained, actually, Lin Wuyue isn't faking it. State banquets are very particular about ingredient selection. If this situation occurred at a state banquet, they would usually wait for a silky fowl to be delivered. Moreover, if state banquet dishes don't use their authentic ingredients, the taste difference is significant. Learn something new again. So that's how it is. My dad is a chef. He's super picky when buying groceries. Which ones are bad? Which ones are good? He can tell with a single glance. Could it be your old man is a master chef too? No. He's the head chef for banquets in our village. Then Lin Wuyue really wasn't faking it. Our knowledge is just too shallow. After criticizing the delivery person for being careless, you glanced at the time and continued cooking. You finished everything right around the time Yueling was about to get off work. A whole large table of food was set out. Mao's braised pork, braised lion's head meatballs, hot braised 3 treasure duck, fresh broth silky fowl. These are all famous state banquet dishes. Bing Bing named the dishes one by one. Suddenly remembering that Yueling usually cooked at home, Bing Bing asked curiously, Ms. Su, are your cooking skills really good? You know, chefs are very picky. If the food tastes terrible, they would definitely cook for themselves. Yueling scratched her head awkwardly. My cooking skills? Well, he just eats whatever I make. He's never complained. Bing Bing smiled. Is that so? It seems Lin Wuyue really loves you. Not at all. He's just too lazy to cook. As long as he can swallow it, it's fine. Hearing Bing Bing's praise, Yueling sensibly made fun of Lin Wuyue a bit. Yueling generously invited Bing Bing. Why don't you come with me? Be a guest at my house. Over 10 minutes later, the car parked at the entrance of the residential complex. Yueling's phone also rang at this moment. Honey, when are you coming back? The restaurant's food has already been delivered. I'm already at the complex entrance. How come I didn't see anyone from the restaurant? Lin Wuyue was taken aback, gripping his phone nervously. They were wearing casual clothes. It's normal that you didn't notice them. Hurry back and eat. Not waiting for Yueling to respond on the other end, you hurriedly hung up the phone and left the house at an extremely rapid pace. What is he trying to do? Is he going to find someone to play the role of restaurant staff? That was close. Almost got caught by my wife. I've worked so hard to maintain this can't cook persona for years. I definitely can't be exposed. Even though Lin Wuyue has already been exposed. Haha. Just to avoid cooking. He hid his god of cooking identity for years, but unexpectedly his identity got exposed anyway. The viewers in the livestream roared with laughter. The feeling of knowing someone else's secret really is great. At the complex entrance, Yueling, having hung up, gave a cold snort and led Bing Bing quickly toward home. She wanted to get back before Lin Wuyue did, to see what on earth he was up to. When she suddenly opened the front door, she had already imagined Lin Wuyue's flustered look. However, when she pushed the door open, Lin Wuyue was sitting on the sofa watching TV. He looked up with surprise. Honey, didn't you say you were at the complex entrance? How come you're back so suddenly? Seeing someone following behind Yueling, Lin Wuyue spoke with slight reproach. If a friend was coming, why didn't you let me know? What if I neglect them? Many people in the livestream had smiles on their faces. Although Yueling and Bing Bing hadn't seen what happened in the livestream, they had seen it crystal clear. In those brief 2 minutes just now, Lin Wuyue ran downstairs to buy a bunch of takeout containers and poured some sauce from each dish into them, fabricating evidence that the restaurant had come. Yueling sat down at the dining table. Why? Did my sudden return scare you? Smelling that enticing aroma, she said in feigned amazement. The restaurant made great food today. Look at these colors. Why don't we just eat restaurant food from now on? Oh, honey. Hearing that Yueling planned to eat restaurant food from now on, Lin Wuyue immediately panicked. Eating restaurant food occasionally is fine, but it's expensive in the long run, and it's not as delicious or nutritious as what you make. Eating too much of it is bad for your health. Cooking occasionally is alright, but cooking every day makes me dread it. If you don't experience the feeling of cooking frequently, you can't understand the aversion to cooking. Cooking occasionally is cultivating a hobby. Cooking every day is a tedious chore. Yueling didn't push too far. Her goal was just to see Lin Wuyue's panicked expression. I was just saying, Bing Bing, hurry up and sit down. You've been busy all day. Let's have a good meal. Standing on the side, Bing Bing pretended to be very familiar and sat next to Su Yueling. Okay, thank you, Sister Yueling. Bing Bing, are you a colleague from Yueling's company? Nice to meet you. You looked at her earnestly. On the surface, you said nice to meet you, but judging from your face, you didn't seem all that happy. When did Su Yueling have a friend named Bing Bing? After introductions, the three started eating. Suddenly, Bing Bing looked up inside in admiration, causing the deeply focused Lin Wuyue and Su Yueling to look at her blankly. Bing Bing said, looking a bit embarrassed, "It's so delicious. I've never had such delicious food before. This restaurant cooks really well." Su Yueling also chimed in, "Yeah, sometime we should all go eat at the restaurant together. The experience will be even better." Hearing this, your face suddenly fell. "Sure, next time we'll eat there in person. Come on, let's toast." Bing Bing, who was stuffing her face, hurriedly picked up her cup. Unexpectedly, because her movements were too frantic, the cup suddenly slipped and fell to the floor. Crash! The yellowish-brown cup shattered directly into several pieces. Sorry, I didn't mean to." With the cup broken, Bing Bing looked around for a broom, wanting to clean up. It's fine. It's just a cup. If it broke, it broke. Hubby, go get another one from the cabinet." Su Yueling comforted her. "It's just a cup. It's not worth much." Alright. Following Su Yueling's instruction, Lin Wuyue took another cup out of the cabinet. "I'm so sorry. Where did you buy this cup? I'll buy two and bring them over next time I visit." Bing Bing, having broken the cup, still felt very guilty. After all, she was in someone else's house. Since she broke their cup, she had to compensate them. Offering money felt a bit inappropriate, and Su Yueling definitely wouldn't accept it, so saying she'd buy new cups was better. "I totally get Bing Bing breaking a cup. I break cups and bowls all the time. I've been scolded by my mom so many times for it. Now I eat meals on eggshells. I can tell you guys played with morning glories too much as kids. Otherwise this wouldn't happen." Morning glories? That's just nonsense adults used to trick kids. How many people's childhoods were tormented by breaking bowls after picking morning glories? I was also deeply victimized by that once. So awkward. I can already feel Bing Bing's embarrassment. She could probably dig out a whole Thompson Riviera apartment with her toes. At this moment, Lin Wuyue looked like he really wanted to laugh. That cup wasn't something you could just buy. It had to be said. Bing Bing couldn't afford to compensate for it. Forget it. That cup was bought from a street stall. 1 yuan each. Not worth anything. Don't break this one though. This one cost 5 yuan. To lighten the mood, Lin Wuyue started cleaning up the broken cup on the floor. The cup breaking was one thing, but what made his heart ache was the erguo liquor inside. It had all spilled on the floor. "I'm really sorry. Coming over for a meal and breaking a cup." Seeing that Lin Wuyue and Su Yueling were so generous about it, Bing Bing didn't insist anymore. It was also because she assumed the cup wasn't worth much, which is why she adopted this attitude. If the cup had been replaced by a phone or something similar, she probably would have insisted on paying some money. "It's fine. That cup looked ugly as sin anyway. I'm glad it broke." Su Yueling glanced at the yellowish-brown cup, completely disgusted. Hearing this, Lin Wuyue, who was holding the cleaning tools, froze. "Ugly as sin? That cup was clearly beautiful." Alright. Back at the production studio, due to Bing Bing's temporary absence, the person currently providing commentary was the host Zhang Yu. With a sweet smile on her face, she said, "A broken cup can reveal a lot of information. Both Lin Wuyue and Su Yueling are very generous people. You can also see someone's character at the dining table. In dining culture, there's a certain etiquette. That is, when eating, you must maintain cleanliness around you. And when toasting or picking up food, you can't just dig around in the plate." This new host is a bit boring. Who told you that a dining table reveals character? That's all just feudal superstition. Do I have to walk on eggshells when eating with my family too? I'm here to watch the show, not to listen to you preach. Bing Bing, come back quickly. The live stream viewers were very agitated, disliking Zhang Yu's commentary. The director on the side directly called out from offstage, asking Zhang Yu to step down temporarily. He planned to call Bing Bing and ask her to come back and continue working. However, before Zhang Yu could even step down, a staff member from the production crew volunteered to go up and explain. "Director, I usually have a habit of collecting things. That yellowish-brown cup doesn't seem ordinary." Because it was a live broadcast, the staff member's words were heard directly by all the viewers. "Not ordinary? A yellowish-brown cup? Don't tell me it's an expensive piece of art. Don't joke around. If it were real art, who would use it to drink? If it accidentally broke, it would be a huge loss. Let's see what this staff member has to say. Maybe it really is something good. It's possible. After all, he's someone who has been to state banquets. Being given 3 cups as a gift is normal. The cup might actually have some collectible value." The director glanced at the user comments and allowed the staff member to go up and explain. Straightening his clothes, the staff member stood nervously on the host platform. After adjusting his emotions slightly, the staff member began to speak. "Everyone saw that yellowish-brown cup. It should be from a set of cups issued by the state. It was first released in 1952. Because of its special craftsmanship, as well as its master-level design, it became a favorite among many collectors. Its name is the Yanhuang porcelain cup." Yanhuang porcelain cup? This cup is a famous collectible among cup collectors. At an antique enthusiasts auction in the past, a single Yanhuang porcelain cup was auctioned off for 77,777 yuan. Holy crap. You mean this yellowish-brown cup is actually a state-issued collectible? This is the first time I've heard that cups have national editions. Normally, isn't that just for commemorative coins? There's a lot you guys don't know. If you aren't in a certain circle, of course you don't know things about that circle. So Bing Bing caused a disaster. She broke Lin Wuyue's collectible cup. What's important is the meaning attached to the cup. I finally understand why Lin Wuyue made that expression. No way. A state-issued cup is this ugly? Most of the audience still couldn't understand. The staff member continued explaining. The design of the Yanhuan porcelain cup is mostly on the inside. Look at the inside. Did you notice some small golden particles? That's crushed gold. Moreover, the manufacturing process of this cup comes from the country's top-tier kiln. Inside, the emblem of the Dragon Kingdom was left on it. I didn't expect a plain-looking cup to have so many intricate details. In the end, we were just ignorant and uninformed. It's a pity that such a valuable collectible cup was actually broken by Bing Bing. Strange. Why is Lin Wuyue's family using such a cup as a wine glass? Do they not know the price? Normal. Perfectly normal. The chopsticks in my house are made of pure gold. Did I say anything? The toilet in my house is made of jade because in summer, sitting on it keeps your butt from sweating. The netizens in the livestream discussed animatedly, half joking and half curious. The staff member evaluated. For this kind of cup, the price of selling a single one is 77,000. The current market price is 70,000. If 3 are sold together, it's roughly 250,000. He was a senior cup collector and very familiar with the price of the Yanhuan porcelain cup. There are only a total of 100 authentic Yanhuan porcelain cups on the market. Most of them have ended up in the hands of wealthy businessmen and politicians. Ordinary collectors basically shouldn't even think about getting one. It's such a shame. A Yanhuan porcelain cup just vanished from the world like this. The staff member decided in his heart that he would go to the trash can downstairs at Lin Wuyue's place after work to dig out the shards of the Yanhuan porcelain cup. There might still be a chance to salvage it. He happened to know someone who specialized in repairing this kind of porcelain. Looking at the Yanhuan porcelain cup, the exterior damage wasn't that severe, so it was still possible to salvage it. 250,000. Then breaking one means a loss of 80,000 yuan. Bing Bing really can't afford to pay for this cup. It's not that she can't afford it. She just didn't expect the cup to be so expensive. Quickly explain that new cup. It doesn't look like an ordinary cup either. Right. That long red dragon on it looks really beautiful. It looks way better than the exterior of the Yanhuan porcelain cup. The crowd in the livestream was suddenly energized. Seeing the high demand from the audience, the production crew ran onto the stage, asking the staff member to explain the new cup. At this moment, the screen just happened to show the scene at the dining table. Thinking the cup was just a cheap street stall item, Bing Bing naturally continued to eat and drink heartily. It was hard to imagine a beautiful host who seemed to care a lot about her image, transforming into a mukbang streamer on the platform. Whoosh, whoosh, she polished off a lot of the food. In contrast, Lin Wuyue and Yueling didn't eat much food at all. They just took a few bites and were done. Take your time eating. Take your time. There's plenty of food. Yueling happily urged Bing Bing. The camera focused on the wine cup on the table. This cup should be the Red Dragon porcelain jade cup. I heard a high-level collector in the antique world talk about it. The Red Dragon porcelain jade cup was the final swan song of a master. He passed away after making 3 of these Red Dragon porcelain jade cups. The whereabouts of the 3 cups are also unknown. Rumor has it that the cups fell into the hands of the master's descendants. Others say the master gave them away to a few people. I didn't expect one of them to actually be here with Lin Wuyue. The staff member was filled with admiration. The Red Dragon porcelain jade cup is the pinnacle of modern porcelain making. That top-tier master passed away after finishing this final piece of work. How much exactly is this cup worth? Saying all that is useless. Which master? I'm more curious about how much it's worth. The staff member let out a sigh and said slowly, someone once offered 330,000 to buy the Red Dragon porcelain jade cup, but no one was willing to sell. 330,000? Holy crap, this master is pretty incredible. Just one cup is worth 330,000. Where did Lin Wuyue get this cup? Lin Wuyue is simply one of the recipients of the cups. Then what kind of relationship does he have with the master? Meanwhile, back to Lin Wuyue. After eating and drinking to their heart's content, the 3 of them sat on the sofa chatting, eating fruit, while talking about company matters. Mostly it was Yueling explaining things to Lin Wuyue. After all, Bing Bing was just an imposter colleague. Saying too much would give her away. It's really strange today. Suddenly a lot of people want to invest in our project, and they are all large corporations. Yueling intentionally or unintentionally steered the topic toward the project because she also wanted to know the answer. When did Lin Wuyue get involved with Wuyue Capital? Lin Wuyue had studied at the International Finance Institute. Yueling had heard him mention that before. Except, according to Lin Wuyue's account, the Finance Institute thought he was too much of a slacker, and he dropped out after studying there for only a year. Lin Wuyue said while munching on an apple, "That's just good luck. Honey, you work so hard. Heaven rewards those who put in the effort. A good project won't be buried." Yueling curled her lips. Is that so? Then how come I noticed that all these companies are subsidiaries of Wuyue Capital? Lin Wuyue panicked internally. He looked at Yueling and Bing Bing, who were both staring at him. Lin Wuyue slowly let out a couple of breaths. He decided it was time to reveal part of the hidden truth. With a serious tone, he slowly said, Wuyue Capital was founded by a friend of mine from the International Finance Institute. He used to idolize me. He felt that I was destined for greatness in the future. I didn't expect this guy's company to be named directly after me. Idolize you? Yueling looked Lin Wuyue up and down. She felt he didn't look that dazzling. Of course, you just don't know how amazing I am. The reason this kid has achieved what he has today is all because of my guidance. Lin Wuyue spoke with extreme confidence. That arrogant and insufferably haughty expression almost made the viewers in the live stream believe him. I don't believe a word of it. The people lecturing at the International Finance Institute are at least CEOs of $100 billion conglomerates. Lectures by $100 billion CEOs. Could they possibly be worse at lecturing than Lin Wuyue? Anyway, I don't believe it. I did a search online. There are only 2 people from our country who have ever lectured at the International Finance Institute. Institute. One is Boss Lee from real estate, and the other is Jack Ma.
Put.
Lin Wuyue, you're quite cute when you make things up. Bing Bing couldn't help but expose him. Then why on Tianyanka is the legal representative of Wuyue Capital listed as Lin Wuyue? Brother-in-law, you're not being very honest. Well, Lin Wuyue's brain spun rapidly, and he said, when I helped him register the company, I got 1% of the shares in Wuyue Capital. I don't even know what the current market value of Wuyue Capital is. When I'm short on money, I'll just sell the shares.